So guys, today I want to talk about the candlestick story, right? So the candlestick you're saying right here is what I'm going to talk about. So I'll be needing this line, right? Yeah, these two lines, and I'll be needing a box like this. Don't mind drawing. I just want to explain something. So for you to know my strategy, that's important candles with structure, because structure with important candles, you need to understand how candles have been formed. So every candle has an open. I'll need a text. So every candle has an open, a high, a low, and a close. This is the part of the candle you see on the chart. So each and every candle you see on the chart has an open, high, low, close. These are the parts they have. So in this case, let me change my box to thick blue. And this one. So let's assume this is the bullish candle and this red is a bearish candle. This is what I'm talking about, right? So assume the red is the bearish and the blue is the bullish candle. So in the bullish candle, the open starts from beneath, that's below. This is where the open starts. Then it goes down, goes up, and it closes. Then for the bearish candle, the open starts from above. You know it's going down, but that other one is going up. So it's starting from down, up. But this one is going down, it's starting from up, down. So it opens here, opens from up, goes up a bit, down, and closes. So now, where is the open of this one? The open is where I'm marking, right? Let me duplicate this, and this just duplicates. So I have to clone, just clone this. This is my open. And to edit. So this is my open here. This is open for the bullish. And open for the bearish, right? Then this is high. As you can see, this I don't know why this thing is lagging. I don't know. Is it network issue? This is high. This is low. And the close will differ. So for this one is going to differ. Going to put close here. I don't know what is happening. Everything is just lagging. So I'll just need to put another close here. So this is the close for the bullish. I'm going to draw something so that you understand what I'm saying. This is the close, right? So I am doing this for you to see so that you understand what I'm doing. So for this one, X, this is high. And the mistake, it should be center. And this is low. This also should be center. So this is the story of a candle. So whichever candle you see, if it is a bullish candle, it does this first. It opens before it goes down, create a low, creates a high, and it closes. This is the lifestyle of a bullish candle. Sorry, I have to draw this again. I need it to be perfect. So we have an open, right? We have, it creates the low first, then it creates the high, and then it closes. So from this range now is where you have the body, because I've not put body. Where you see the colored part is the body. So let me draw another one and label the body so that you understand what I'm saying. So just give me a text. Body. So this is the body of the candle. This is the open. This is for the bullish. For the bearish, it opens, right? It's just the opposite. Opens, creates a high, creates a low, and it closes. So just give me a second. So this is the body here. From the open to the close, this is your body, right? And this part is your wick. So now that I'm marking it and I'm remembering the parts that are not give. So anything you see like this, both up or down, is called a wick. You have been faithful. So this is it. This is a wick. So anywhere you see this, just know it is a wick. Then this higher part is this. So now in this particular bearish scenario, we have this as the body, right? The red one as the body. Then this as the wicks. This as the low. This as the high. Then this arrow, this place is open and closed. For the bullish scenario, this as the body. So I have to change this. This as the body, right? Close, open. Where there's arrow, close. Where there's is plain, is open. Do you understand? Then this as the wick. I'm going to have this as the wick. This as the high. And this as the low. This is also a wick. You understand? So this is also a wick. So Every single candle you see, that's what it is formed. So now, this is a candle that forms every candle forms not every candle. A candle that forms an important candle is the one that has a breakup structure. But now that you know the parts of a candle, let's go to the live charts. I mean the charts, so that you see everything that I'm saying. So I just want something from recent. Let me go to another chart. I don't want something that I've marked. So let's try this one. So that I'll mark from one time frame, then go to the other, then you see what I'm saying. So let's go to a bit higher time frame, 3 hours. So we have this bearish candle, right? So we are going to mark this bearish candle, this one here. So in the bearish candle, we have this as our open, right? So let me mark it open. Remember, bearish opens up and closes down, right? Then we have this as our close, close. So we have this as our high. So that I want you to see something so that you know what I'm talking about. We have this as our low. I'm going to label that. So this is low. Okay. This is high. My network is low. This is high. So now, what I want you to understand is between your open and your high is the wick. Then between your close and the low is a wick. Anything between close and open is the body. If you don't understand what I said, put on repeat. Between the open and the high is a wick. Between the close and the low is a wick. Then between open and close is the body. So now I want to mark. Let me just use in case I might need this, because if you drop to the lower time frame, we're no longer seeing a wick, right? So I'm just gonna do it like this. Do it like this. So let's drop to 15 minutes. So you see where I am marking. This is the low. This is the low, and this is where it closed, right? There are candles here. Let me just shift it a bit. Let's not interrupt what I'm showing you. You understand? Every box, every blue box you see is a week. So we know that this is a week. So you see, I can mark for 15 minutes and go down, and you see something like this too. So this is what you are looking at if you are trading, if you are talking about candlesticks. So these are the parts. So this is a week here, um, week. Okay, same thing as this. So I remember when I was trading, when I was strategy hunting, what I used to do is I'll just check. Okay, I'll let me even do it now so that you see. Let's go to what daily. This is the exact thing I do. I'll just come and say, what is happening? No, I'll look between this week and this week. Which one is? So that's the previous day. Okay, let's assume this is the previous day, right? This one is the previous day, and this is what we are going. Where I'm seeing. What I'm just going to do is I'm going here to look for the measurement tool. attach it here, and say how many pips do I have until the body? You understand? So this is 4 476 pips on gold, right? Then on the other end, I'm still going to come and take this one. I'll just keep the numbers in mind, 476 from the other one, right? Then from this one now, from the body to here is 351. So which one is bigger? Obviously 470 something. So what I will do is, where is the close of the bearish candle? We know it's the downside. So I'll mark here. Come to my lower time frame, more especially 1 hour. I already know it's going up. Then I'll check from the beginning of this day. And you see, the move had already even happened before I even got to the chart. But from the beginning of this day, anything below here, I'm looking for buys to whatsoever. But probably to the high, because I know it's taking the high. Yes. I remember how I do it before. Now I don't use the strategy any longer, but it should be to this high. So let me mark the high, the former high. So you see, you already have a strategy. You're only buying from here. The only um, problem you're having is the time. I think this is what BTC plus one. This is Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, Friday by 7:30 was when it opened. So you already know that, okay, anything beneath here now, because Thursday was New Year. Was it Christmas? It's January. So yes, it was New Year. So you skip New Year. The next day, you would have just bought here, target here. So your entry would have looked like something like this. Let's see if I can have an ideal entry. I want to see the time this thing opened. 7:30. Let's go to 1 minute and see. This is where I'm looking at. These are important candles. My entry, it would have taken me out. But I would have waited for this one. This one here. But here would have taken me out. This is what I would have done. That's from Thursday. Wednesday, sorry. So the entry would have looked like this. Targeting here. Uh, as if I'm using 1 minute. You see this? This is 1 is to 35. Maybe. But it's 33. But it is a loser. And this one did not come back to 30. It would have been something like this. Long position from here. You see, this one is more realistic. It would have given me n is to 14 thereabout. So this is something I would have got from the same thing. And now, what I want you to understand is price is fractal. So it happens in just the same way there are candlesticks in every single time frame. As there is a candlestick there, and you can locate this thing, it works. But I hope you understand how I am doing it. That you know that this is a week, this is what, this is what. Another thing you are paying attention to using my strategy is timing, you need to know when it is closing, most especially if you're paying attention to candles. You need to know when it is closing. So you see, this is 3 hours this thing. So we know that a 6 hour candle, I mean a candle that opens at 6 should close by 9. So the next one, starting from 9, should close by what? 12. 12 to 3, 3 to 6. So you see 6 to 9, like that. Just keep on going. So let's assume I have something like this, that I came and I saw that, okay, well, this thing now did not break, because what I'm looking for is a break, like from this black candle, this one here. This is now an important candle. I need a full body break, not the liquidity grab like this one. Do you understand? So if I see a liquidity grab like this one, what I'm trying to say is a retracement to this particular zone. That's all I need. But since I see this one now has happened, if you remember the first chart I showed you, you will see my take profit is around this particular candles line. This is a CRT model, but it is not my model, but it works. You can use it, but I'm not guaranteeing you anything regarding it. Just backtest it. So I have something like this. So whatever I am doing is the opening of this particular candle is from here. So this is a 3. Anything after 9 or after 12, 3 to 6, yes, this is where it closed. Then this one now, 6 to 9. Everything after 9, 9 is this, is where I should be looking for an entry, because that is where the liquidity grab ended. So now what I am leveraging on is this, an important candle, and I want to see price get back to this zone. Then I might decide to go to 1 minute if I want to minimize. But since this is an important candle, I am not looking for price to go beyond this low. Then we target the high. As simple as that. But this is just part of my model, just a part of it. If I was going to mark a zone, not minding whatever happened, because this is a CRT model. My model is, I'm just paying attention to the important candles. So this, I'm going to open another gold chart. Let's just use FX open, right? What I'm paying attention to when I come to the charts is very simple, right? So I'm just trying to see an important candle being taken. So if I see an important candle taken, I have one here, which is this blue candle taken. And trailing back here, I quite have not seen any important candle taken until this point. Yes, positive. So what I'm trying to do is, after I see candle like this taken, another thing I'm checking is structure, right? As you can see, this has not broken yet, and we are bearish, right? We are bearish. So for double confirmation, although I know it is going up, but I don't know for how long. In most cases, easy way out is 50% of zone. So this range, 50%, can be my TP1. You might be saying, oh, it's too small. Yeah, true, it's too small. But just wait until you see what I do next. So this is it. This is what I have. I could take partials here. And besides, there's supply zone here, and there's one here, just right above it. But there's an important candle. So let me show you. This is TP1. You are partially out there. But what I'm paying attention now in the 1 minute is this. This is my high first important candle break. Now I'm not coming back here to say, no, this is a zone now, equal highs. No, strictly 1 minute is for entry. And sometimes if my entry is not clear, could even go to 3 minutes or 5 minutes to see what is happening. So in cases where I see a week like this and there's a liquidity grab by the side, all I do is enter at 50%, right? This is the part where I remove the opacity of this, right? So this is enter at 50%. So look at the precision in this. See this? Let's give it a little bit of space because of spread. So what are we having? So you see the movement you are saying, it's kind of small. Already this has done 1:3. And from where it is right now, currently, let me use the time now. This is 1:11. And to my partials, they're having 1:30. Please, I'm not the financial advisor. It's strictly for educational purpose. So this is it, right? This is what you can have. It might look unrealistic to you, but it still works. It still works. So this is it. And if I was to use 1 minute for this entry, let me show you how it is going to be. My bottom candle is right here. The top of this zone, stop loss. And now I'm having 1:10. Still not bad. Still not bad. So as you can see, the most important part of this video is for you to understand how the candles are opening and they are closing. You understand? If they close, what time does it close? So that you know the time you are looking for entries. Do you understand? Not like ICT that you wait for sessions. No, is what price is doing you are doing. And important candles are what you are paying attention to. So you see, when I say important candles, many people will think, it is this. I don't know if there's anybody with something like this, something similar, or anything, or he named it any other thing. But this is from my observation, from my own research and back testing. This is what I found more prof profitable with. You understand? And there's others, but I don't trade them like this. But this is how I trade, unlike the other one that I was showing you CRT models. So you can, what I'm saying is, if you trade CRT, you can also use this model. You can just no difference. It's just that I'm broadening it to have a bigger view. Do you understand? And how do you know when to use CRT? So now, as we have an important candidate at stake, all we need to do is to be trailing. So now, if I see something like this, right? You know, it is the closure here that you now start looking for entry. So let's try and check from the closure that I marked, 15 minutes. You see where the closure is. Here, right here is where the closure is. So what are you looking for? Um, from 12 to 3. So till like 15 o'clock is when you are supposed to start looking for entries, right? So let's go to 15 o'clock from 1 minute at this place. 15 o'clock, what are you saying? So you see, you can even time the time you're looking for entries. Excuse me. 15 o'clock. Hmm? But the only disadvantage with this particular one is after the important candles right here, it created a swing that was never tested. So what you are leveraging on is if you have a trigger here where it opened, right? Your entry should be here, supposedly. You see, you have a missed entry. So, and if there's no zone, no trade, no zone, no trade. And if you say you are going to take from here, but there's a trick. Now that I'm talking about this, I remember what my mentor, the person I learned how to trade from, actually said that you mark the 50% of the zone. But the reason why I don't do that because you see, even in my confirmation entry, I still got stopped out because this is where my stop loss would have been above this. So it grabbed my stop loss and it went. So either ways in this place is either you missed it, you get liquidated, or you use imbalance to enter. So let me show you imbalance. I don't really trade imbalances. You understand? But this is where an imbalance is right here. So some people tend to enter from the imbalance, which totally makes sense here. So the entry would look like this. I hope I'm not confusing anybody. This is getting too complex, and even me, I can feel it. But I know that if you get this, it works. And you'll be wondering my target. My target is an important candle from the 3 hour time frame. So it is going to run to almost because almost around here, around no this particular just below this place. Let's just put it here, somewhere around there. Because if you go to 3 hours, let's see if I got it correct. I have an important candle by the left hand side of my where are we even trading from? Oh, okay, sorry. So this is it. This is an important candle here, and we also have a supply here. So this is what I was talking about. I was thinking of the other one from the other side. So partials here, partials at 1:1, 1:4, then full TP at 1:8. See that? And still have an entry by 3. So you're leveraging, and you see, you can just drive anything from whatever you know, right? Whatever you know, you can just build on it. Just like I sat and I was studying just the candles. Forget about structure. I know, yeah, I'm not saying you should not use structure. That's not what I mean. I mean, forget the fact that I studied structure. That's what I'm saying. The candles too helped me in some ways. So there's a whole package in my course, right? Like the course I'm going to be putting out there, teaching this particular whole concept of mine. So currently I have a Discord I'm working on. It is a community of traders where I want people to just come learn and see how simple trading is. You understand? I want to build a community of traders. I would also be giving free signals, but there will be premium signals. There will be 2 weeks mentorship for beginners that want to learn anything about forex, and 1 month for people that want to chart it. For the 3 months mentorship, for the 3 months mentorship, what I intend to do is not to start it now, but by June this year, or probably September, I should start the 3 months program, because I don't want to just bulk everything. I want quality. So it doesn't matter whether I have five students, so far as they understand what I'm saying, and they see it work, I don't have an issue. So if you are paying attention to what I've been saying for important candle, and the reason why I marked this line and this one up here is because while coming down, because this is the last up candle printed, right? While coming down, just be trailing the highs. You notice that it has not been broken until this point. Until this point. If you just pay attention to the highs, just see and see until this point. That is why I'm taking 10 here. And if I'm going to take it to full TP, this is 20. You understand? 20. So with these few points of mine, with these few points of mine, I hope I was able to convince you and not confuse you that important candles work. And if you're interested, want to know what I know, because I pair them with structure, and how I mark structure again is another thing, because there's a key to this thing. Let me tell you something. Let me show you something. Structure moves like expansion, retracement, expansion, retracement, expansion, retracement, expansion. And we say we should be buying at best prices somewhere here, somewhere here. I mean, and this one too, sure, somewhere here. But in most cases, it doesn't do like that. So where are we safe to buy? Is another thing, right? Or where are we safe to sell? Where is it safe for us to sell? Important candles have showed me everything. So let me show you some. This is just a free tip, but there's too much noise here. So we have been seeing this. Look at this in a scenario like this. Price did not even come back. Many people will leverage on this, but nothing. Many on this kind of work, but it's still just one candle range. One candle just ranging, giving support and resistance at the same time. Take this one, take that one. So it's not actually this is not actually a swing point, but is this? Yes, this is a swing point. So I'm just going to mark this from the high to the low. This is a swing point. Important candle is what I've shown me every single thing. So this is this system my boss was teaching us. You understand? Imagine this whole thing. Okay, yeah, there's a break. So this is also a swing point. And just because it's a swing point doesn't mean that it must come back. So if I'm going to get a zone from this swing point, what what am I going to do? Right? So we have this important candle right here. This black one. So from here is where I'm looking for entries, 50% of the zone. I'm looking for the entries in the lower time frame to continue bullish. So we have it is a swing. I said it was. No, it isn't. It isn't a swing. So it's just one candle range. So I'm not taking that. So look at this too. This is a swing, yeah. and I have this as my entry. But price failed and never visited. Let's see, did it respect? Yes. Later in the future, this is where I would be buying. This is a very boring video, but if you understand what I'm saying, I'm actually sleepy. If you can see the time, it's almost 12. So you see why I'm going to leverage on this place, because that is the place I am going to buy. So I wait on confirmation. Wait on confirmation. So now that it's back there, it would- most of the time this is what I just look for in the chart. If I see this, if I see something like this, sometimes I utilize zones. And with zones, it's just sniper entries I take. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't used to even stress. But that's not what majorly I use. But if I cannot find and I see that price, okay, because on reaching to this point, important candle, let me just trade it for you from this point so that you see this high, not taken. And I want to see either this high taken or this low taken. Liquidity graph, candlestick, sorry, a candlestick. My people, CRT. I used to use CRT. I'm sorry. 50%, we are out, sharp. You understand? So, but on trailing the highs, the candle that broke it is this one. This black one. So there's no break until here. And you see, look at this. This is where you're entering. This candlestick, this retracement here. Go to the lower time frame. You take it to the high that brought it. This high here. You understand? So yeah, let me just use something. Let's say I enter at this line, and probably let's say my stop loss is at this point. I'm targeting here. This is me trading in just one what are they calling it? Sorry, I'm skipping. One time frame and having 1:8. There you see? Simple as that. Or better still, as I said, it is an sniper entry. We're going to have an entry here. Whichever one you choose. But for me, I would like to enter at confirmation. You see, this is 1:4. You see why I prefer that other entry than this one. So sometimes you might not even have his own. But since because you see that it is trending, that's why I'm saying structure is important. Structure gives you direction where you're anticipating what and when. You understand? So what I'm saying here is a supply zone, sorry, demand zone, and this is area responsible for breakout structure. Don't pay attention to what I'm saying right now. But you see what I'm saying? This is a swing. This is a swing. I would love to see if price will come and revisit after the break. Everything has been mitigated until where? Um, let's see. This is this one. This one has been mitigated, but this is a zone here. This bullish candle. This one is a zone. you want to know how I'm making my zone, just come and try. I don't want to, I am even tired. But I've already studied this thing, and trust me, this is self-study. I only build on what I was taught, build on it, changed everything. If I give you what I where I learned from, and you see what I'm saying, you see they are totally different things. Similar but different. Some people will not even know that it's the same thing. Because I actually made sure I found what worked for me before I even start doing this market. There was a time I was managing somebody's funds using this particular strategy, and I had um big returns actually. So now I don't like taking people's money. I don't like taking people's money, judging from experience. So, but if you know you can do it, why not? You get? Even me, if I see that you don't have problem, I can take your money. But if you are a kind of person that is reactive and not responsive, I no dey for your money. Oh. Just go rest. Find another person. Traders plenty now. So please, if it doesn't favor you, don't go and take somebody's money that will put you in trouble. You get? So this is what I have for you today. I was not expecting this to be long, but it's almost an hour. So please remember for the candle, let's go back to my main chart. So you see, everything I'm doing, once you see line, that's not that I'm targeting. And while I was doing this video, it actually reminded me something. It helped me remember something. So this is the key of this video. And for the person, the person that made me make this video knows that I'm making this video for that single person. So if you are saying this, no, I made this for you. So it's going to be on the channel for some time. I don't know if I'm going to take it down or not, but please, I know I'm very slow at talking. So anyway, you don't hear, and just be patient, or you can just speed it up. So thank you guys. Please leave a like, share with your trader friends, subscribe. I'll see you on another one on another video. You can comment where you are having confusion or you want me to create more content regarding this. So peace out, guys. One love.